What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? We are talking about focusing on yourself today. But before we get into the video, I want you to hit the subscribe button. I want you to hit the like button. I want you to comment. Let's get right into the video. So today we are talking about focusing on yourself. Many a times you have to come to the realization that we were born alone and we will die alone. We came into this world alone and we will leave alone. This should make you understand that nobody really loves you like you will love yourself. Nobody is really focused on you than you will focus on yourself. People may have your best interest, but they may not have your best interest as you have your best interest. But sometimes we get so distracted about the things that are going on in other people's life that we forget about, or we forget to focus on our lives. We forget to focus on our goals. If you don't focus on yourself, you become discombobulated. You walk around not knowing who you are. Because if you don't focus on yourself, you don't go deeper. You don't know your strength. You don't know your weaknesses, because all you do is you watch other people on Instagram, you watch other people on TikTok. You really don't care about your life. You have to focus on you, bro. You have to focus on you, sis. Because if you don't focus on you, nobody's going to do it. Well, someone might try to do it, but to what extent? Because at the end of the day, the person who you think is focusing on you is thinking of his or her survival first. It's like when you get on the plane and probably, sorry to say, you guys are having a turbulence. You will focus on protecting yourself first before you protect your wife. Because if you don't protect yourself first, how are you going to protect your wife? That's the real deal. If you focus on yourself, you become a person who will be able to pour into others. You can't pour into an empty cup. You have to focus on you to pour into other people. Now, when I say focusing on you is not selfish. Focusing on you is sacred. Focusing on you is not isolation. Focusing on you is preparation for something better, for something greater. Because one thing I have to say is, everybody who has been great in this world, there was a point in time that they had to focus on themselves. They had to focus on their goals. They had to focus on their path. They had to focus on their peace. Do you know why you don't have peace? It's because you're not focusing on you. The reason why you don't have peace is because you're not focusing on you. You need to focus on you. You need to focus on your life. See, you focus on others so much that you're not able to see the capabilities you have. You're not able to see the potential you have. You're not able to see the things you can achieve. You're not able to see the blessings around you because you're distracted. You're focusing on other people's life on IG. You're like, oh, Brenda went to the UK. He was chilling. He was here and there. At least you have a ceiling under your head. At least you had some food to eat. That's a blessing. At least you woke up. That's a blessing. Focus on yourself and be grateful and be thankful. Because you don't know what Brenda had to do to get to where she got to. You don't know. That's why you have to focus on you, to protect your peace, to protect your purpose, to protect your grind. You have to focus on you. You have to be laser focused on you and your goals and what you want out of life. Be your own boss. Your life is in your own hand. And I used to say this, your life is a movie. You can edit it anytime you want. You can add storylines to it anytime you want. And plus, you give yourself your own awards. I spoke about building confidence yesterday. The video is up. Make sure you check it out. And I was like, you should celebrate your own wins. The little wins that you, or the little goals that you achieve, you should celebrate it. That's what I'm saying. Your life being a movie means you can have your own Oscars and award yourself. You can give yourself an Oscar because it was your life and you edited it, you added storylines to it, and you're like, man, look how beautiful this journey was. Look how I acted through this battle. See how I acted through this battle? I'm a hell of an actor. As a result of that, let me give myself a trophy. Focus on you. Be on grind mode. You're not focusing on you. That's why your goals haven't been met. That's why you're not content with what you have. That's why you don't even have the room to be grateful. If you don't focus on you, how can you have an abundant mindset? How can you switch your perspective and know that, hey, if my friend won, I can also win? You're not focusing on you, that's why you're envious. But you don't have to be, because that's only going to keep you in a lower vibrational state. You have to focus on you so you can vibrate deeper. Because when you focus on you tend to find your strength and weaknesses. You tend to know and love yourself better. You tend to embrace who you are. Let's get into some benefits on why you should focus on yourself. The first benefit is it eliminates the noise. If you focus on yourself, it eliminates the noise from the outsiders. Because it's only when you're not focusing on yourself, that's when you hear the naysayers, you listen to what the naysayers are saying. And it will distract you from your purpose, it will distract you from your goals. But if you focus on you, it's like, bro, I'm focused on me and my grind. I'm focused on my path. And when you are focused on you, God will help you to get to where you need to get to. So everything that others are saying, you really don't care about what they have to say, because you're in your own lane. And when you're in your own lane, there is no traffic. When you're in your own lane, you go on your own pace. Because when you're in your own lane, right, and you try to go into someone else's lane, you might slow down or you might speed up. And when you speed up, you might crash. Even when you slow down, someone might be coming with a full speed. That's their pace of life. That's how they are running their life. So someone may be coming with full speed and you might crash. So it's a lose-lose situation, for real. That's why you have to focus on you. Focus on your own lane. Focus on your own path. And just be obedient to where God is taking you, for real. Focusing on yourself eliminates the noise. All you're focused on is the path you're going. You're moving forward, you're not looking backwards. Forward ever, backwards never. As a result, you go on your own pace. You're not looking back. You're not looking to your side. You're just focusing on you. Nothing is coming between you. You're just going and going and going. That's all you're thinking about. The next one we want to get into, the benefits of focusing on yourself. Is focusing on yourself helps you to personalize your journey. It helps you to personalize on your calling. As a result of you personalizing your journey, you are focusing on your blessings too. Because whatever your goal or whatever your purpose is, it's not theirs. As a result, when you focus on yourself, your journey is personalized. You know that whatever happens to me is happening for me, not to me. I'm learning to get better. It's going to help me to be the person I'm meant to be in the next few years. That's why in the beginning I said, you were born alone, you die alone. So focusing on you, it personalizes your journey. Because you're really not telling anybody to be in the journey that you are riding or you are driving. You're running your own race. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. You're going on your own pace. You're not looking at what others are saying. You've personalized it because you are focusing on you. You're focusing on your grind. It personalizes your journey when you are focused. When you are focused, all you think about is you. And as I said, it is not you being selfish. It's just for preparation. It's preparing you to be better. Because if you focus on you, you are able to pour into others. Because if you are empty, how can you pour into others? If you didn't grow, if a plant doesn't grow right to get its branches, how can we get oxygen? That's why you have to focus on you, so you can pour into others. That's why you have to focus on you, on your growth, on your grind, so you can service other people. Even Jesus came to serve, so who are you? Who am I? Even Jesus came to serve. Who am I? And one of the greatest ways to become wealthy is to serve. Look at Amazon. He's serving. Delivery, that's a service. Look at iPhone, it's a service. Tesla, it's a like most of the greatest people in this world just served. Malcolm X, he served his people. Martin Luther King, he served his people. Even Donald Trump, he's serving his people. He's a president. But before his presidency, he served the country. He served the citizens. He served the indigents with buildings, industrial buildings, real estate. It's all service. And you know, one of the greatest or one of the biggest industries to make you a millionaire is real estate. So it's all service. So that's a key note. If you want to be rich, just serve people. Mind you, Jesus was rich in spirit too. And you know, the the friends or the disciples of Jesus were all rich, right? If you read the Bible, you know. Fisherman, a tax collector, all them people, they had wealth. But you had to dig deep to understand what it was. Because fishermen in those days, they were not broke people. You feel me? So service. But that's not what we are talking about today. We are talking about focusing on yourself and the benefits. The benefits we were on was it personalizes your journey. It's your journey. It's your life. It's your goal. It's your purpose. It's not for them. When you focus on you, your journey becomes personalized. Another benefit is when you focus on yourself, your silence is your weapon. Your silence becomes your weapon. Your silence becomes your shield. Because when you're focusing on yourself, you don't have to broadcast your grind. You just have to build, and results will keep showing up. That's all you have to do. Focusing on yourself makes you a very cold person. It makes you a very dangerous person because people don't know what you're doing behind the scenes. But your result is speaking so loud that people be like, damn, how did you do this? We didn't see you coming. I'm like, yeah, I was focusing on me. I was grinding. My silence was my weapon. My silence was my shield. So all these pessimist people will not have a way in my life. Because hey, I'm not gonna lie, there are a lot of pessimistic people around. All they see is the negative, all they see is the bad. Like why can't you see positive in everything that happens? Bro, I'm telling you, there is positivity in everything that happens. That's what keeps me going. In everything, anything that happens to you, there is a positive side and there is a negative side. But it depends on what side you want to choose. I'm going to pick the positive side any day. I'm not trying to be on no negative terms with nobody. Positivity till I die. Yeah, that's a lifetime contract. Positivity, baby. Optimistic till casket. You see me? We are not doing no negativity, no pessimistic behavior, none of that. If you bring negative vibes, I'm out of the room. That's how we do, bro. That's why your silence becomes your weapon when you focus on yourself, because you keep building, you keep inventing yourself. You don't have to announce your grind. Just keep building. Results will show. I know it's going to take time, but sometimes we want to seek validation from people as a result. We just want to post our grind and none of that. One thing is me, I run a lot. So people think anytime I post, well, that's when you're running. But no, I work out every day. Just because I don't post it doesn't mean I'm not working out. But I really don't have to tell you anytime I'm working out. You see me? So when I post is when I feel like posting. You feel me? Yeah, but I work out almost every day. The least is three times every week. 3 times weekly. But if I'm not working as much as I should or as much as I can, bro, I'm working out every day. Because I'm trying to make this body, you see me? You see how swole I am? And plus, bro, I'm not even lean like I want to be. Like, I'm not there yet. But we're gonna keep grinding, we'll keep grinding. Focus on yourself, and your silence will be your superpower. People will see you and be like, bro, what? How? What happened to you? So me, I have certain seasons that I go ghost and just go focus on myself, and I just go focus on my grind. And I come back and I become a whole new person. Everybody be like, damn, where did you go? You've changed. Yeah. I was building myself. Now results is showing. You feel me? this takes me into another segment, right? So before I created a YouTube video, my inspiration was from my grandmother, right? So my grandmom died when I was 17, 16, and I promised myself to keep her name alive. So in keeping her name alive, I came up with something called the Golo philosophy, right? So Golo was her nickname, and I added philosophy to it because her way of life was impeccable. She was a very great woman, a very beautiful lady as I speak. She was 93 years old. I mean, we really didn't know her age, but it's like we just calculated her kids' ages and we just came up with 93 years old because she didn't know her age, but she was quite old because her oldest son will probably be like 75 or something. So yeah, that's how I came up with the Golo philosophy. So the Golo philosophy, the Golo is an abbreviation, right? So the G is for God, the O is for obedience, the L is for love, and the O is for opportunity. And philosophy, right? So Golo philosophy. Now, I want you to focus on yourself, but also I'm bringing this Golo philosophy to end this chapter, right? I might go on a whole series talking about the Golo philosophy. It might be a whole series, probably 10 episodes, but just stay tuned. But if you watched the video to this point, please like, please comment, please subscribe. Let's continue. So, as you are focusing on yourself, I also want you to implement the Golo philosophy. So, first is the G, which is God, right? So, in focusing on yourself, you need God. Because I always say this, if you have God, you have everything. Because if you focus on yourself and you're focusing on your grind, God will help you get to where you have to get to. If you pray to Him, if you read His Word, He will help you get to where you have to get to. But just so you know, you go through some trials and tribulations, though. Just so you know, the race is not for the swift, but it's for who can endure. So God, which is the G, number one. Number two, which is the O, is obedience. Now, as you have God and you're reading your Bible, you're praying to Him, you have to make sure that you are being obedient to His Word. You have to make sure that you are obeying His Word daily, each and every day. It's a lifestyle. Make sure you're reading His Word, you're being obedient, you're being disciplined in the obedience. Consistently disciplined in the obedience in what He says. The next one is love. If you focus on yourself, you have to love yourself. Because really, if you don't love yourself, how are you going to love someone else? Because to love is to love you. And the way you love you will be reciprocated to the person you say you love. So if you don't love yourself, you really can't love anybody rightly. If you love yourself, loving someone is like a lifestyle. It comes so easily. Because, bro, I know who I am. As a result, I'm going to put you in your place. Like, I'm going to pour love into you. Lover boy at its best. That's me. I'm the definition of a full lover boy. Full blown. Hey. I'm telling you. This is me right here. For real. Ask my friends. They'll let you know. Ask them exes too. Say less, though. Say less. But if you focus on yourself, you gotta love yourself. That's the Golo philosophy, baby. G, God, O, obedience, L, love. Love yourself. Be you. Be authentic as you can possibly be. Don't think you're above anybody. See, if you love yourself, bro, you know what you are about. As a result, things really don't fling you like that. You're like, bro, I know who I am. It's your loss, not mine. You see me? That's what loving yourself is. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Nobody loved themselves like I do, or nobody loved themselves like I do. Bro, I love me. I love me some me. If I was a lady, I would love me too. Don't play. You see the boy. Bro, don't don't play with a boy, bro. 6'3", broad back, jacked, dark skin, bro. Like, bro, what, bro? Y'all gotta be hyped up. But anyways, yeah, you gotta love yourself, man. If you love yourself, of course you can love your lady well. Of course you can love the man that you have in your life well. Now the last thing is opportunities. When you focus on yourself, opportunities come your way because you're not distracted. Like you're focused on your life, you're focused on your grind. Opportunities will come your way. Someone will see you and be like, bro, I see you grinding, I see you working hard, I see your discipline, you're being consistent, you're being dedicated, you're being determined about who you want to be. As a result, hey, this is what I have to offer. What do you think? Opportunities will come your way when you're focused on yourself. Because you're not distracted thinking about somebody else. And your life is all over the place. Like it's like you're shattered. It's like you're always sad and depressed. You can't even work when you are at work. You can't bring any value into the marketplace. Because you're depressed, you're anxious. But if you focus on yourself, bro, you're always happy, you're always moving, you're always energetic, your vibration is on a high mode. Focus on you, man. Focus on you. When you change your life, the world changes. Focus is not isolation. Focus is preparation. When you build yourself, you help build others. Focus isn't selfish. Focus is sacred. Protect your peace, protect your purpose. That's all I want to leave you with. Focus on you and your life will get better. Focus on you and your life will get beautiful. Focus on you and all other things will fall in place. Peace.